this kid, who's basically my copy, is actually not too bad. His series really goes hard. Like, how is your weakest arc your first one? He's the next big three. Believe it.
I said what I said.
Black Clover is about these two main characters named Asta and Yuno, both orphans. And as the story goes on, we realize that the grit, resilience, and tenacity to actually become, basically in their world, the Hokage, which is the Wizard King. It does deal with a lot of friendship. It has a little bit of animation errors here and there. What I have to say is that one thing that Black Clover knows how to do is really knows how to amp up the highlights, the climatic moments of the anime. Alright, if you like the content here, hit the like and subscribe. And
tell me
why you like Black Clover. One thing I would also say it doesn't do very well is sometimes the pacing's a bit off. Yeah, the ones that were really giving me whiplash was definitely the Knights tournament arc, when basically the Knights were split up into different teams. So this team versus this team, who's gonna win? Of course, then that's when we started really seeing the true power levels of the characters. No, it was too much for me because of the way it was a speed run. It was just like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Normally, if you look at the tuning exams of Naruto, that arc was extended a little bit, perfect, in the way that it's so memorable because it was a revelation of how these certain characters are. And I also feel like it's the same thing with My Hero Academia. When we first had that tournament arc in the first season versus Todoroki and our boy Deku, definitely it really revealed power structure of the whole anime. With Black Clover, it's not the same because of, you know, the previous arc when they went into that rendezvous beach thing when these guys were literally fighting an elf. The fact that that small tournament arc was speed run, it didn't really give us the idea that, yo, okay, these guys are top tier. I am 100% sure there's no Black Clover fan that was like, okay, look, yo, one of these captains could really go toe to toe with the elves. Nope. I really just feel like it shouldn't have been there because it didn't give us the same catharsis as the different series that I've mentioned. That is a criticism I'll give. But after that, hey, yo. Like I said, like Naruto said, yo, how is your worst arc your first arc, bro? That's one thing I believe that Black Clover really excels. It really knows how to manage its power creep, as in the sense where you think you're like, okay, this is the cap of Asta's power, this is the cap of any character. Then freaking season 4 comes and you're like, yo, how the hell are these guys? How it literally, like, you literally have to say goat star. Okay, season 4 gave a lot of changes in the sense of character designs and the maturity, which I also really like about Black Clover. Maturity, the changing of character, showing there's a progression of age from Asta being this, you know, moderately well in shape guy to this buff gym bro. I was like, yes, I was so happy to see that, and I was just like, yo, this is definitely different, this is definitely exciting. And that's actually one of the reasons why I hopped on Black Clover as soon as I did, because I've been waiting on catching up with Black Clover because I was like, I think it's more of a bingeable show for me, because the plot lines were kind of familiar to me. I didn't think it was a copy or clone of Naruto, but I did feel like it needed to grow in its own, the similar way Fairy Tail does. Yes, I feel like a lot of you guys are like, what? Why are you mentioning Fairy Tail? That dead series. Hey yo, Fairy Tail before Black Clover was also goaded, okay? It was hated for no reason, okay? Just because there's the power of friendship. Friends are important, guys. I even talking about the power of friendship. with Black Clover, it's not really abused in the sense. It shows that how friends can both be a source of motivation and encouragement and a source of comfort. Because even the way we look at the friendship and rivalry between Yuno and Asta, it's basically how Naruto and Sasuke should have been minus the toxicity. You know what I mean? It's really interesting because it's showing a healthy relationship and a healthy rivalry. As in both of you guys are gonna be pushing and basically forcing each other to surpass your limits, which is one of the beautiful things about Black Clover, that you're able to see an example of a healthy friendship and a healthy relationship between rivals and friends. As in that, you can show examples of healthy relationship and friendships without sacrificing drama. What I've heard was that Black Clover was heavily inspired by Bleach and also Berserk. Interesting because you can look at it as a version of Griffith and Guts. How their friendship is and rivalry was at first interesting, but its basis was very toxic. But when we look at the rivalry between Asta and Yuno, at its basis, it is very healthy because, at first and foremost, they look at each other as family. And one of the interesting things I've noticed is that in not even in one scene, even though these guys are super close, they have never called each other brothers, and I feel like that's definitely something that's gonna come in the future, which is gonna really impact the story emotionally. Now, like, comment down below. I don't know, guys. Black Clover, it is a must see. In the manga, is already peak right now. There's a lot of ish happening, which has power. Its power creep has broken everything. If you need a good binge, Black Clover is on right now.